And welcome to another student interview. We've got Rafael, one of my students from the Six-Figure Accelerator program. He's all the way out in Colombia, so really excited to have him on. He's just gonna, sit down with me. We're gonna go through kind of his agency structure right now, how he's performing. You know, he's had a pretty good journey over the last couple of months, and we're just gonna get him to share some of his insights of what has worked for him, what type of clients he likes to work with, what niches he has had success with, and we will kick it off and just get into everything from there. So, Rafael, thank you for coming on, my man.
Sure, bro. Whatever, it's okay.
Awesome. So I think the best place to start, Rafael, is kind of like an update of where you're at now, kind of how many clients you have, how much your clients pay on average, what your average monthly revenue is, and then we can get into some more nitty-gritty questions.
Sure. Okay, so after 3 months of starting the program, right now my agency has 6 clients. We are working right now, closing another 2. Our monthly recurring revenue is standing at about 2,500 on average. And our clients, on average, they pay a monthly of 400 to, we have a client that pays 800. So in total, our average is like 410, 430, $430 per client.
Awesome. And, that's something we find with a lot of our students as well, is that similar to my agency, Rafael, we don't charge huge retainers. A lot of clients pay my agency $450 a month. We have some that pay 6, 7, 800. We have a couple, that pay 1 to 2K per month, but our average is slightly lower. And I personally think there's a lot of benefit in that, because in your case, Rafael, you've got 6 clients. So if one client pauses or cancels, it's not the end of the world. You've got
Sure.
multiple other clients to spread that out over. But that's awesome. You said you've got 2 deals, or like 2 potential clients that might be coming through. So let's dive into that, Rafael. What has kind of worked best in terms of reaching out to businesses, getting their attention, and actually getting them to sign up?
Sure. So the first step I took was, to take some advice of your course, was to get them to a call. Yeah. So that's like the first objective in the funnel, is to get to a call. But in terms of, scripts and how do I reach out to them, mostly I do email marketing.
Mm-hmm.
I try not to do 1,000 emails a week. I try to stay consistent on about 100, 150, and this number allows me to send very personalized emails. Okay. And that's the other point. I think that the first point that is helping me a lot is honesty and transparency with potential clients. I'm not telling them we're going to make your business grow 3 times in a month. No, nothing like that. It's really simple. It's really transparent. This is my key skill. I can help you with this. This is a topic that will help your business. You can engage with new customers. You can engage with existing customers. And what I try to tell this, this potential clients, is that they are actually losing a lot of clients not being online and not being, not having a consistent, presence on the digital, world. So in terms of, what you were saying before, we do not charge so much, is because my niche is really small to medium businesses. Okay. This is key. This is actually very important, because this allows me to reach to the decision maker real fast and real, it's really easy, So
Yeah,
I don't speak with, an assistant. I don't speak to a marketing employee. I speak directly to the owner, or directly to the, the marketing senior person. So that has really helped me a lot. Another thing that has helped me close clients is referrals. So right now I'm actually working a lot on that, but most of the times, you know, after a month or 2 months, I've done it a couple of times now with 3 clients. I tell them, you know, like, give me some feedback. How do you feel with the service I'm giving to you? And, you know, try to get them like to shoot us a short video. I use those videos with my potential clients, you know, like the testimonials and everything. That helps a lot. I'm very transparent, you know, like with who I'm working right now. I show them my other clients, you know, like social media, what content are we creating for them, what's the strategy. That has helped me a lot closing clients. They don't see, you know, like nowadays people get 100 emails of people selling their services. I'm just like, hey, I'm reaching out. This is what I do. If you're interested, let's hop on a call. I can help you. I can, you know, like guide you. You don't have to pay anything. So yeah, there was something in your course that I didn't understand before, but I think that's like the most important factor in closing those calls, is not trying to sell anything. You know, like I'm not hopping on a call and, you know, I do this is my pricing, goodbye. No, it's like, hey, what are your objectives? How can I help you? Give this some free guidance, you know, like, hey, you need to focus on this, or you need to focus on that. Even before telling them like, this is what I charge, or this is how I can help you. So most of the times in the call, I try to hear the problems that they are having. I try to, you know, like give them a true and honest advice on how they can achieve those goals or solve those problems. And at the end, I tell them like, you know, we are actually solving those same problems to other companies, and we can do the same for you. And it has really worked so far. So on a monthly basis, I'm hopping on like 10 calls. Right now, I'm closing 2 of them. I'm closing 2 clients every month. And I've had other clients, but, you know, like for one-time deals, like, you know, create them a website. I'm actually I'm really good creating websites and everything. So creating websites or making them like just a month of consultation, helping them build a funnel, whatever. But yeah, we are focusing and this is changing topic, more on my niche, on what niche I'm right now. And it's interior design, remodeling, and construction companies. And I need to, you know, like get back and say again that those are small and medium businesses, you know, max of 10 employees. And this niche has worked a lot for me because I have some experience in that niche, you know, in the construction and in that niche. So I actually do know a lot of the problems that these people might have, you know. And it also makes a lot easier my work because I don't need to send a team, you know, for example, to California to shoot some pictures of, for example, dishes of a restaurant or whatever. They most of the time they send me some renders, or I propose them to do a certain video. So it makes the content creation job a lot easier in that sense. And most of the time I never guarantee, you know, like we're going to get you to sell more. What I try to guarantee is you're going to get more people interested in your business. You're going to get more calls, more leads. That's for sure. We actually do recommend a minimum number of, you know, like, for example, if they're getting not like, I don't know, like 15 calls a month, I actually, you know, like assure them they will get at least another 15 or 10 calls. Most of the time it's a lot more. Okay. And how do we do this? Our main focus right now is social media, you know, like management and content creation. But I do some, you know, like advertising on Google and Facebook for some of my clients. When I do those services, you know, like you know, yeah, like managing ads, I also never try to, like assure them some minimum number of, sales or leads. Most of the time, what I try to tell them is, you're going to make a campaign. We need to have a very clear goal in that campaign. You're trying to get more traffic to your website. You're trying maybe more leads, but I don't think like I'm in the point in, like creating ads where I can say like, okay, we're going to jump your sales to, for example, from 1,000 to 2,000 in a month. I can do that right now. So I am, like trying to focus on what I know I can do, what I know I
Yeah.
can do, like great, and just trying to make the best service I can do, the best support. I give them my personal number. They always reach out to me. I'm always available for my clients. That has also helped a lot. And and I actually like chat with some of the guys in the course sometime. And my like the best recommendation I can give to anyone is make the best service you can do, and always do that with the intention of your clients sending some referrals. So right now I'm working on a loyalty program, like I told you, like on a referral program. And
Awesome.
that's because my first client actually got me two more clients. And after that, yeah, the math adds up, like if I do
Yeah.
a good service, people are going to try to, get a referral. And obviously I give them something back, like give them something for free or give them a discount or whatever on something. But yes, that's like the progress so far. That's like the update of what we're doing right now.
Awesome, man. Awesome. You covered a lot there, of services, how to actually get your clients, the key factors for your success. And you made some really good points, Rafael, like the referrals and, the quality of your service. That right there, it's like the easiest clients you're ever going to get is what you mentioned. It's you delivering an amazing service and an amazing experience, not just the service, but actually what you do for them, like reaching out to them, staying in touch with them, and pretty much just letting them feel like they're listened to and that you can solve their problems. That puts you in a great position because obviously when they get results and they get that level of dedication from you and your team, they're obviously going to refer you. So awesome that you've been doing that. You're obviously seeing the fruits of that labor, right? Like you literally got two more clients from one client, which is awesome, man. So yeah, all of that sounds amazing. Your industry as well, like the niches you work with, it's different, right? I don't hear a lot of people say to me, "Hey, I work with construction companies or interior design." It's different, and that's a key point I want to highlight for anybody watching, right? Like think outside the box, don't
Yeah,
just go and do what everybody else is doing. Find something slightly different because that's where the money is.
sure. Actually, I even before starting your course, I was like 3 hours in on a YouTube video, like top 10 niches for SMMA 2021. And I'm like, this should, like this doesn't work. This is too saturated.
Yeah.
If there's 1 million views on that video, at least 50,000 people are going to try to do that. So I try to stick with what I know in, in a niche where I do understand the pain points of my clients. I believe that
Mhm.
it's really important for you, because if you're going to hop on a call with someone and you don't understand, like the problems they're having, or you say like, I don't get this, there's no, so my first goal was to try to get a niche in which I can really understand the client, in which a niche where I can chat for hours long with a
Yeah.
client about their business, how they're doing, and actually try to give them some advice.
Yeah, I love that, man. I love that. And it's a key concept that everybody must know, right? And it's that you do need a niche, right? Some people start off and they don't have a niche, right? They just work with a few clients, they see which industries are the best to work with, and then they find their niche from there. But like you mentioned there, Rafael, it makes the process so much easier. Because like you said, you can just speak for hours. It doesn't feel like a sales call. It just feels like you're chatting to them about something that you know a lot about, which is really, really important.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So switching gears slightly, I know we talked about this privately, but you're really trying to build up your team right now. Like that's a big focus for you. So maybe let us know, what kind of team members do you already have on board, and who is the next person that you're going to hire?
Okay, sure. So to give like a context on why did I try to pursue the idea of building a team is because, and I think this might apply to a lot of people, like this thing of the SMMA actually started like a side hustle. But from the first client, I saw the potential, and I just thought like, this is, I can scale this thing. I can make it, every time more automated. So the first step for me was hire a graphic designer, someone to help me with content creation. And speaking of what my team looks like right now, I have 3 employees, and I'm going to hire a social media manager full-time this week or maybe next week. And I'm going to hire at least 2 other graphic designers by the, like mid-December. So I do this because for 2 reasons. First, I actually can focus on, finding more clients, making the systems more, like optimizing my system, my processes, and hopping on more calls. And the other factor was that I actually thought about, hiring full-time graphic designers, but then I thought like, I don't need a full-time, employee making, I just need a part-time. I need someone part-time, and actually they don't even, like have schedules or work hours. I just tell them, okay, you're going to work for me part-time, and you're going to have delivery dates or due dates. If you, stick with those due dates, it's okay. And actually I pay them very well. I focus on getting creative people because I don't like, like plain designs or whatever. So the thing of building a team has helped me a lot, like to think of this as a real business, on something that I can scale, on something that I can create jobs with. So that has actually been great. By the end of the year, I'm hoping to have, like the 6 employees on the agency. And for now, I'm sticking on fully remote, but for sure, I might think of getting a small office where, like the designers can go and whatever, but remote works fine. I just, like talk every morning with the whole team. And I try to actually be in contact with them a lot. And yeah, it's worked actually great for me. And it has helped me, like I said, focus on making the business better, making the experience better. Like getting in touch with my clients even more. I try to talk with them at least 10 minutes a week on a Zoom call, try to hear what other problems they might be having, or how, or receiving some feedback. But yeah, the team building process has helped me a lot.
Awesome, man. Yeah, my agency, we also hired a graphic designer as our first contractor as well. So it's a good place to start, man. Awesome. And so obviously, Rafael, you're based out in Colombia. You've got a few contractors also from Colombia as well, right? And I wanted to get your insight into, are you working mainly with clients in Colombia? Are your clients mainly in the US? Where are they located? And yeah, maybe just speak to me about that, because a lot of people who may not be from the US or from the UK, sometimes people have doubts, right? Because they're thinking, English is not my native language. The businesses in my local country don't have a lot of money. So like, you've obviously gotten past that, right? You've gotten success despite that. So yeah, just speak to me on clients, where they're based. Did you also have those doubts, or did you know that you could make this work?
Sure. On my first call with like a lead that I got, on my own, I was frightened. I was so nervous. And, I don't have the best English, but I do understand it perfectly. And I think I know how to, like get my ideas through. That's the important part. But actually, it went great. Most of my clients are in the US, and my focus as an agency is on getting US clients. Like I told you, I'm in the process of opening the bank account and the corporation right now. And the thing of getting local clients was that I was doing such a good job with my US clients that, you know, like some relative, they started talking to some friends. And yeah, just, there people like reached out, and I actually charged them in US dollars, you know, like I don't change my currency. I'm sticking, my focus is US clients, you know, like dollars. So I'm not trying to change my business. Like if you want to work with the agency, this is the fee you are going to pay. And right now it's been great. You know, like the local clients, they are obviously as much as important as the US clients, but they are not, you know, like my focus is not getting more local clients, you know. This is yeah, sure, because the thing is, getting local clients is a bit difficult because, you know, when at least in my country, it is not like companies don't have a big marketing budget. It's just like it's very more difficult, you know, like to close those contracts because it's like that.
Yeah, I totally understand. There's certain countries where, like you said, it mightn't be a money issue, but it's like a cultural thing. It's like on a cultural level, they don't want to invest. They don't want to spend on marketing. They don't see the value in it. Whereas with the US, America, that's what their entire economy is built off of. So companies are much more used to spending on marketing. So yeah, man, I completely found the same thing. And I guess kind of like just to like sum it all up, you've covered all the stuff, right? You've gone through service, niche, how you get clients, all that good stuff. Would there be any kind of like final advice that you have to anybody, whether they're just starting off or if they've decided, hey, look, I'm going to start an agency, but they have those doubts, you know, they have those doubts of, will it work for me? Or will I be able to make this work? What would you say to that person? And I think we could sum it up there, man.
Sure. So my first advice and the most important one is consistency. That's very cliche, but it's the most important factor because, as Adam knows, like my when I started, like the first week, I was getting ghosted. I was trying a lot of new things, trying to contact that by IG DMs or by email or by calls, and the for me the success factor was just consistency, like trying a lot. And it is not like, obviously it's not like I try this, it fails, and I try it again. It's like know when to change your script, know when to change, you know, like your the you know, like how you contact clients. So you need to optimize fast, you need to change fast, and you need to try a lot. Okay, so for me it was like 300 emails in. I was like, you know, like 10 different scripts, and you know, like 300 emails in, I was like, this is the one, this is working finally. So yeah, it's not giving up, not be shy on, you know, like investing a lot of time. Because I remember there was one week where I was like, okay, it is Monday, like 60 people have ghosted me already. But I just kept trying, and by the end of the week, I had my, you know, like my winning script. So never give up. Another, you know, like key advice for people that are shy, you know, like to speak with US clients, remember that like 60% of the US population is like of immigrant. So when I started, I just thought like, okay, so I'm Latin, and I know that most of the population in Florida is Latin. So I actually started, you know, like focusing on Florida businesses. Okay,
Nice.
that was my first niche. Like I identified not only like the business niche, but also like in terms of culture, in terms of, you know, language, in which areas do I know that I can contact people who speak my own language or who can understand that I'm not fully bilingual, or, you know. So
awesome. That's really good, man.
Sure. And a few clients, a few calls in, I was like, okay, this is all right. Like, I don't need to be scared. I don't need to be nervous. Like, it's okay if you mess some words up. And after that, I like I told you, I have some clients I have a client in Chicago, I have a client in San Diego, California. So obviously it's like not what I started with, but I'm in a point where I'm not shy and I can speak with like a complete American, and it's okay. It's confidence, you know. Up to a
Confidence,
certain
man.
level,
Yeah.
confidence.
And I think the confidence comes from consistency. You know, nobody, well, maybe one person out of 100 will be like confident from day one and they're like ready to sell and they'll close every deal that they get. That was not me. It was probably not you as well, Rafael. It takes a bit of time and that's just the process, right?
Yes.
Also, to anybody watching, apologies about the lighting situation. The sun just went down, so I'm in the dark pretty much. So apologies for that. And before we wrap this up, Rafael, if you want to drop any of your links, whether it's your Instagram, LinkedIn, anything like that, where can people find you? I will put them in the description of this video as well so that people can connect with you.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you my LinkedIn, my personal LinkedIn. I'll love to connect with some people, and don't be shy. Reach out to me. I can give you some advice on whatever you're trying to build. So sure, man. Great.
Sounds good. Rafael, thank you so much for hopping on, man. And to everybody watching, I hope you got some value. Definitely connect with Rafael, run up his LinkedIn. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed.